What's up, C Squad?
It's Nigel C.
And Daddy C.
I'm Daddy's son.
Kick Talk.
Today we're kick talking about,
man, about a shoe that is probably, arguably, the most anticipated shoe of 2023. We are talking about, you see the box, the Air Jordan 3 Reimagined. Man, here we go. We're going to get into this shoe, this box, all the detail.
Yeah.
If it's your first time here, Nigel, what should they do?
y'all need to ring the notification bell because you know we already got the heat. You know you want to get it first.
Easy.
My apologies. So ring that bell.
All right, ring the bell. That's right. Get down with our content. And if you've been back here, you've been here before, thanks for the support. Keep coming back.
Indeed.
We are knocking on that door to 3K, so thanks for all the support. What's going on?
Speaking of threes.
Speaking of threes. That's right. We're going to talk about this Air Jordan 3.
Yeah.
Nike, for real, just came with it with this crazy, reimagined, beat-up, aged box. Right, kind of like they gave us with the Lost and Found Jordan 1s. This one is really Lost and Found-ish, but without all that backstory. You know, doesn't have that receipt in it and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
But the box is fire, man.
The box is tough.
I mean, they hit it on every angle. They released this shoe via, shop drop, exclusive access. I did not hit on either one of those. This is a pair supplied by one of my homies, my boy Greg. What up, G? Thanks for supplying for the content.
Yeah.
So we can bring this to y'all. This shoe drops fully. The full drop is on March 11th.
All right.
Right? So sneakers, all your boutiques, all the stores, all the raffles, all that's going to be happening
Stay tuned.
during the week
Stay
leading up to
tuned.
the 11th.
Be
That's
locked
right.
in.
Lock in. I might as well just get into the box, you know?
Might as well.
Let's
Yeah.
just get into it.
Let's just go.
All right. Fabulous. Your classic Jordan 3 box.
Yeah.
With all of the aging and all of this. Even on the inside, they gave you some aging inside there, right? You got the classic old school Jordan. They gave you a little info sheet.
Wow.
Give you a little tech specs and the breakdown of what's happening.
Was that a part of your old school boxes?
Part of the old school, yeah.
Wow.
They gave you more information, you know.
Okay.
Then this shoe back when it dropped in 1988, man, they brought it back to the OG, man. The OG.
Y'all was younger than me.
Boom.
And here it is.
There it is, man. There it is.
Wow.
You got that old school hang tag on it.
Wow.
No chain, just a little plastic piece holding that in place. And then all that beauty, man.
Beauty.
All that beauty with the vintage aged out rubbery plastic around the shoe. And then aside from that, I mean, this is a white cement, you know, Jordan 3, which arguably, you know, some people say this is the greatest Air Jordan ever built. I'm partial to the fours.
Not this, the regular.
The white cement 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, history-wise, I mean, the Jordan 3 is the shoe that saved Nike and kept Michael Jordan with Nike.
How did it save Nike?
Because Michael Jordan, you know, of course, the 1 was successful. The 2 was a flop. Michael Jordan hated it. Right?
Yeah.
And he was about
Everybody
to bounce.
did.
He was about to bounce on Nike to another brand. Then Tinker Hatfield said, well, hold up. You know, because the guys that did the 1 and then the 2, they were, you know, not including Michael into like the design process and all that kind of stuff. So Tinker Hatfield came on board and sat down with Mike and they got together, came up with this shoe. And this was the one that, you know, Michael loved.
Wow.
And he ended up staying with Nike and the rest is history.
Hey,
Big
God
history.
bless Tinker Hatfield.
That's it.
'Cause he clutched up for Nike.
No doubt.
For the whole industry. That's
Exactly.
crazy.
Tech specs on this shoe.
Tech specs.
The tech specs, right? So they said they were bringing this one out, and this is going to be as close to the OG Jordan 3 as possible, right? The 1988 that Michael Jordan actually wore. The toe box is like really condensed and narrow down here. The elephant print has like a thin cut, because if you see some older other releases of Jordan 3, the elephant print is thicker. There's a higher toe box. They, you know, essentially everything else is just kind of standard, right? They gave you tumble leather on the top, but it's not too tumbled on that upper. But you do have the aged yellow on those the lace hole protector things. Those guys.
Oh, they aged the
Yeah, they aged those. Of course, that back, that heel tab is very
Mega
aged. Yeah, I love it, man. That
Yeah.
heel tab is dope. You got Nike Air on the booty, which is always great. Makes it just extra fire. Then you got around this midsole, right, as well for aging. And if you look at the elephant print, I mean, the elephant print is a lighter gray.
It is?
So, yeah, if you look, I brought out these fire red threes
Oh, look, here goes the
from last year.
regulars.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
these
this-
are the Western ones, yeah.
No, I mean, these are the fire red threes that came out last year. And if you sit that next to this one here, I mean, the toe boxes line up right. They're both narrow. The elephant print is low. But you see how dark that elephant print is, right? That versus,
This has the aging to it. Wow.
yeah, the
That's
aging.
tough.
Yeah,
Attention to detail.
yeah, man.
Aging the elephant print. Even the, if I'm not mistaken, the white itself seems kind of. Is that you see a slight difference
in
I
the
see
white?
A slight. Look,
Maybe
you
a
put
little
these
slight
two on the
tint.
outside. This looks different, doesn't it?
It is a little bit different. You're
This-
actually right, dude. It's like
Right.
a slight,
The slightest tint.
a slight little tint
Yeah.
of like a little bit of yellowing on this leather.
That's tough.
That's a good eye because it's definitely not as bright as that.
Right. So they really aged the whole shoe for
And
this.
I haven't seen anybody else talking about that, so you heard it here first. Good pickup, Nigel. Blink, put it on the 16-year-old eyes. Good job.
I'm about to be the rep checker now. 'Cause I'm gonna be able to peek that kind of stuff. Be like, nah.
You an authenticator?
Uh-huh.
Like, nah, that white is just too bright.
Right. I want to right.
So you got the classic Jumpman, of course. The tongue is not overly padded. It's kind of narrow around the collar.
Yeah.
The padding there is not like super thick and overly padded. You've got Nike Air on that insole inside, and then on the bottom you've got Nike here, of course, but you've got the that aging as well. Yeah. So all of that white rubber, they kind of hit with that vintage flair. And yeah, man. I mean, other than that, it's a classic white cement Jordan 3. The last Jordan 3 release we saw the white cement was in 2018. It was the free throw lines. I did not get those then. They had the they had an icy bottom because sneakers said no. They had an icy bottom and then like the red line on the bottom. That's where Michael Jordan won that slam dunk contest when he jumped on the free throw line. He was wearing Jordan 3s, but he stepped on the line.
He stepped on the
and
free
then
throw
jumped.
line.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
so
where
they put
he
it
stepped,
under-
they put
that's
it.
tough.
Yeah, they put it on one of the shoes. I think it was on the left shoe. But this man, sneaker of the year. I'm hearing from so many people. There's going to be, we don't know exactly how many pairs. They've been saying 500,000, 300,000. I know a decent amount of stocks already been put out from, again, the Shot Drop and exclusive access. So coming up this week, man, we'll see what's going to happen on March 11th.
But it's about to get cleaned out.
Yeah.
So me on that.
But I'll say, like secondary right now is not crazy. I think what I'm seeing like StockX and those guys there, like in the low 300s, which means it's typically, if it was high, then that means there's a lot less pairs kind of out in the, they're planning for. So hopefully, man, all signs point to a lot of W's for everybody out there. Did you cop a pair yet in all these drops that have happened so far? Again, these are a borrowed pair. Man, they're not my size. They're 12. Don't get no ideas. I gotta
That's
get these
my
back.
size,
I
bro.
gotta get these back to the
I'm
homie,
saying,
man.
Do you?
But fire pair, man. That's it, y'all. I'm just excited, man. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Where's your rating on this? Is this number, what's your rating, Nigel? Let's hear that.
My
What you got?
rating, I don't know, man. As you've been saying, these are a fire shoe. So I might have to give these like maybe a 9. 9 point. I'm trying to not to say 10.
I mean,
but I can't. It's hard for me to not say 10. So I might have to just say 10.
there you go.
I might have to just say 10.
Myself, my rating, 10 out of 10.
10.
I mean, there's not much more you can say or do.
For real.
When you got this is the classic, the OG remix. I mean, again, they aged it, but it's not overly overdone with like some type of effect.
And it looks good.
They just improved it. I think
Right.
that antique vintage style just, cranks it up a notch. And I like the tumble on the top, that top section of the leather because you got the smooth leather below that line. The elephant print looks nice. I have seen on the elephant print some where the lines are thinner and some are thicker. Again, these are handmade, so all your retail pairs are not going to be exactly the same.
True.
But they're going to be close. But I think, man, this shoe, 10 out of 10 for me. What do y'all rate it? Let us know in the comments. Hit me on Instagram, Twitter, @RealDaddyC. Check us out. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.